Rolling Tin Fist.
Hello, men. It's another Friday, and here comes the weekend. Tough week, really tough week, but between good exercise and making up sleep when I can, I'm okay today. Usually I'm just absolutely exhausted, but today was a good day, as the Ice Cube Jam goes. Anyway, I was looking at Twitter, which I use as informational sonar because I don't really watch news and all that stuff. I pretty much listen to news on the radio, and I look at Twitter for anything really important on the internet I should be paying attention to. So anyway, I noticed that Selena was trending, and I automatically thought, Selena Gomez, my son talks about her, she looks like a 12-year-old. I don't get it, but you know what? I'm not supposed to get it. Anyway, but I thought to myself, even as quote-unquote popular she is, she shouldn't be trending that high. So curiosity got the best of me, and so I tapped on the tag, and it turns out two things were trending. Selena Gomez and another Selena, Selena Quintanilla Perez. She was a Mexican Tejano singer who was murdered in 1995. Beautiful singer. And beautiful all around. And it took me back to when I actually first got introduced to Latin American, South American music. That was really my first Spanish language album that I bought. She was really coming to what would be the apex of her career and her notoriety, and that was really her crossover album into English-speaking fans, if you will. But it was a great album altogether. But then I decided, you know what, I actually bought that album, and so I went through a box that stays under the TV, and it's been under the TV probably for, well, over a decade. All my moves. One of the few things I keep with me. I'm really minimalist in terms of stuff I hang on to. But my CDs, I've pared them down over the years, given some away, but my core collection of probably about I would say maybe 60 CDs are in this box. That's probably about 1 foot cubed. So I'm going through this box looking for the Selena CD. And, thinking of all the tracks that I totally forgot about, because I haven't probably listened to that album and probably since, oh Lord, the late 90s. And I couldn't find the album. But what I did notice was that all these other CDs from my past that I totally forgot that I even owned, okay, that I hadn't even looked at. I mean, I'd probably fingered through it, in the moves and packing, but I never really looked at them. It then brought my mind to something else, and really the point of this video. I'd noticed over the last couple of weeks that I really got sick of the CDs I'd been listening to in the car. I have a little, one of those old, I guess Case Logic makes one, other companies make one, almost like a billfold for CDs. You can zip up, put about 10 to 20 CDs depending, and just tuck it in your glove compartment. So I just really got tired of the rotation, and I just kind of just let it be. Started listening to music streaming on, from Pandora. And then so I made a connection. I'm like, I got a lot of great music in this box. Why the hell do I keep listening to the same old crap and just accepting it as, you know what, I've got shitty CDs in the car. Don't bother, move on. Listen to, radio station. And that, I think, is the problem as we get into midlife, and if you're married or in a long-term relationship, you kind of forget your youth and what you were excited about sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes. And maybe you don't so much forget it, but it kind of settles into the background just as the responsibilities of life pick up. Work, finding your career, maybe, long-term relationship, or maybe even just making more roots in your life. You choose to have a kid, adopt a kid, whatever the case may be. and you get into a pattern, because patterns are part of what makes life efficient. You don't have to figure out everything every single day for the first time. That's what helps. But we can get into these patterns which become a rut. They're comfortable, they're familiar, and so we do them to the point that we forget there's anything else. And we just kind of accept that's just the way it is, right? And do that enough times, you end up missing what's going on around you. You have a significant other that leaves, or, you find a Dear John letter one day, or you find out that you've been promoted over 5 times, or worse, you one day are shocked that you're laid off. Whereas, had you been paying attention to the changes, or at least introducing novelty into your life, which I'll get to in a second, you may have caught the signs. So, one of the things, and there's even science to back this up, is that human beings by nature, thrive on novelty. I'm not talking about narcissistic, let's try something new to get attention. But I'm talking something as simple as, taking a different way home from work. Instead of getting the same burger from the same joint, from the same store that you have for the past God knows how long. Maybe you go to a different, God forbid, restaurant. Maybe you have, you eat in, whatever. But, the more we can make our day-to-day novel in these subtle ways, and sometimes maybe even drastic ways. It depends really on who you are. But the idea is that you kind of either form new pathways into your brain in terms of new areas of exploration, or you kind of wake up those pathways that maybe you haven't been down in a while. And you actually may recall certain memories of certain times that something just might evoke, similar to what Selena did for me. So I was actually pretty excited, and I actually went through the CD, all the CDs, and I actually restocked my case with some old tracks that I hadn't heard in a long time, and I'm actually pretty excited. And that should be the point. When you introduce or revitalize your life, it should be exciting. It should give you hope. It should give you peace. It should give you a renewed sense of promise, irregardless of where you are in life. Take care.